Beijing. Woo! My parents are picking us up, so. It's been nice to be at home and see like things that I've had for a long time, like this ice cube lamp. How are you feeling? It is about 9 p.m. and we're chilling at my parents' house.
Feeling very full, very tired, very comfy.
Good morning. I think my mom's making more food even though we're not that hungry. So I think we both either haven't had loquats before or haven't had it for very long. My dad's gonna show us how to eat it. I just want to point out that they have this thing called like a fruit carrot. It's textured like a carrot, but it doesn't really taste like a carrot. It's not orange either. Look at all these flowers. My mom has the green thumb, unless she just bought all of them right now. That's so smart. Instead of you having to touch the gross lid, you have a handle to pull it open. So I think this is a first, but it's a book vending machine. You can learn anywhere. So this truck is spraying water to clean something. It looks like he's just on his phone, controlling this water spraying direction. This is how Chris is caffeinating himself at home. We're eating so good in China. Oh my. Okay, so my dad got a new fruit that we've all never had it before. It's apparently called
Jabuticaba. It's Brazilian grape tree. As you can see, the tree is just growing grapes directly out of the trunk, which is really weird.
Yeah, and it's right here.
Very sweet.
Oh.
Oh, the skin's very tangy. Kind of like plum or something, almost.
This is our first time going outside today. It's about 1 p.m.
And last time.
Yeah. We've just been chilling at home. Okay, we got a lot of lamb going on. This is like my favorite food growing up. We're at the Olympic Village. It is lit here. I swear, the last time I was here, there was nobody here. And now you gotta go through security and everything.
Water queue. Apparently it's a public pool. Or public pools. We're emptying a new type of dryer. First, just get all the clothes out like you normally do. Step 2. I forgot to record this earlier, but empty out their lint tray. So step number 3, what this dryer has, it doesn't have a pipe that like pipes the air out, the steam out. So it collects all of the water. It probably has some kind of condenser into this tub, which actually collects a surprising amount of water. This was maybe like half a load of laundry, and the loads are pretty small. There you have it.
We haven't been doing a whole lot. This morning, I basically just hung out, chatted with my mom, and Chris worked on a game with his friend, and now we're gonna have lunch. But this afternoon, we're gonna go check out Summer Palace. We in!
The Summer Palace was initially built in 1750 as a garden retreat for the emperor. It was destroyed by British and French troops in the 1860s, and then in 1888, it was rebuilt by the empress as a summer getaway.
How was your first squatting toilet experience?
It was more comfortable than I expected, but standing up was really hard.
All right, we're about to embark on a lot of steps to get all the way up there. We're at the top. Maybe we'll sit for a second and probably head back down.
Sit for a second.
Yeah.
The hill and the lake were both made by hand. So the hill is made of the dirt that was dug up from the lake.
Look at all these fluffs. They're everywhere. They're the little seed poofs from willow trees, which are all along the sides of the water. We were just walking and then we realized we have to climb up an entire mountain to cross the river.
Time to embark on the steepest bridge I've ever seen. We're at Pizza Hut for pure nostalgic reasons. I used to eat Pizza Hut in Beijing when I was a kid, so. Okay, we're finally getting some actual traditional Chinese food. Breakfast. The fried dough, the buns, the soy milks, not the mangosteen or the mangoes, but everything else. Okay, everything's changed. Now they're like huge and twisted. They used to just be like a straight stick.
This is our 4th day here and we're finally gonna take the subway. Just Wacy and I are going out on the town.
We're at the Temple of Heaven and we're gonna go in and check it out. It took us like about an hour to get here by subway, so. We're reading about the Temple of Heaven.
So it was built in 1420, very old. It was used by old emperors to pray for a good harvest, more rain, that sort of thing.
Well, we really messed up because
The whole place is closed.
down there, that's what we're trying to see, but it's closed. That's sad. We don't know if we're gonna come back here because it's really far from where my parents live.
First coffee that's not an espresso pod. It has the number of which roast is, light roast number 6, and it has the name. Oh, it's really good.
We went from the Temple of Heaven, unfortunately was closed. Now we're headed to this old town in Beijing. My parents recommended it. It's supposed to see like the old alleyways and stuff, so we'll see how it is. I think we just entered from somewhere. Oh, okay. And then we're just gonna walk down and check out the side streets. It's mostly just all shops of random stuff. I feel like this is a new thing. It's some like China drinkable cheese. It's pretty good. It kind of tastes like yogurt. We're having hot pot and they give you like an apron thing to protect your clothes. So we're ready.
That hot pot was so good. So much better than anything I've had before.
Change here for line 10.
We're gonna go through Tiananmen Gate and into the Forbidden City and go take a look at it.
The line's not too bad. It's like constantly moving. We're here after several layers of passport and security checks. We made it. I think we're actually not gonna go at all to the other side of the square where all of these museums and stuff are.
The Forbidden City is an imperial palace complex that was initially built in 1420 by the emperor. It's called the Forbidden City because most people couldn't go in it at all. Even within the Forbidden City, there are different sections that only certain officials and important people could get into. And it was declared a World Heritage Site in 1987.
It's so crazy how there's nobody at such an important place. Just kidding, there's a million people here. This giant complex and area is just the outer court, so it's for, I think, more public ceremonies and things like that back in the day. We're gonna go to the inner court next.
Can't really see a whole lot in there. It's pretty dark. They apparently keep these big cauldrons filled with water back in the days to help fire prevention. We're in the treasure gallery. There are 9 dragons on the wall. So they all say like basically 5 or 9, which represents like long time in power for the emperor. The palace museums showcased cool jade items people used for decor, gold containers and statues of worship, very intricate headdress and jewelry. We also saw writing on stones that were over 2,400 years old. It's almost lunchtime. We're pretty tired and it's hot and we're hungry, so we're having a little Oreo break. But we got a long way to go. This palace is huge. There's like many buildings to look at.
This building is exactly as old as America.
We're getting too hungry because it's almost 2 p.m. So we're getting a really bad croissant to tie us over. We're headed out because we're starving. We just exited Forbidden Palace and we went across the street to a park my mom recommended. didn't even walk through like half of it. We're descending down the mountain. You can see all of Forbidden City, so that was really cool. We're finally gonna go find some food. This morning, my mom was like, oh, you should pack a sandwich because it's gonna take you so long. You're not gonna eat till so much later. You're gonna be starving. And I was like, no way, it's not gonna take us that long. It took us that long.
It's currently 4. We're about to eat though.
Got some really good milk tea. We are caffeinated and full, and we're finally gonna head home through the rush hour traffic.
We've got energy to take on the world and we're gonna use it to go home.
Yup, very excited. Continuing with extremely non-traditional Chinese food at home. Good morning. It is, I don't even know. It is Wednesday, May 8th, and we are headed to a different city, and we're gonna do an overnight trip. We're gonna see the Great Wall. We're here. The Great Wall is actually right over there, so we're gonna climb up that wall later. Apparently, it's like a car-free town. We have to park at this really big parking lot and then take a shuttle bus to the hotel. This town is pretty big. We are here and the hotel is way down there. But yeah, it's a huge old town. My parents are doing some kind of registration. Feels really resorty. In China, you gotta go through security for everything. It's almost like you're always at the airport. You gotta do it for subway, you gotta do it for this like little town. Oh, shuttle bus number 2. Wow. It's really cute. We're checking in. Lobby is very cute. The room is really nice. Room tour later, but we're gonna go get some lunch and then go on our Great Wall hike. Just out here eating some orange chicken by the river. Feels like we're in Panda. We just finished up lunch and we're waiting at a bus stop, hoping to find a bus that'll take us to the entrance to the Great Wall. Okay, so the bus driver just told us it's only a 7-minute walk, so we're just gonna walk on over to the entrance. The Great Wall is all the way up there. Cool, so we're there. And we're gonna get started down to the Great Wall, and then we're gonna hike down and take the gondola all the way back down. We are fast approaching the Great Wall, and it looks extremely steep. You can see the entire town that we're staying in.
Well, that's a long way up.
We're ready for this extremely steep ascent.
So these holes were just absolutely blasting wind, and we were able to use them to cool off a little bit. And here we are arriving at the first signal tower.
It is pretty steep, pretty rough, and really, really hot. We're only 10% in. We're getting to the more non-renovated parts. I really enjoy these very obvious mile markers because of these signal towers. I think we're at number 4. Never mind, we're at tower number 5. We're taking a nice little break at tower number 6. So the towers aren't that far apart. We're at this tower right now, and we can see the next one. It's just up there. That's the last one. Almost at number 10. We got to the top. I can no longer go forward.
It was a long journey.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break, enjoy the breeze up here, and then take the gondola down. Oh, you can see the gondola we'll be taking down right over there. So I think the thing that made today's hike the most enjoyable was literally there was nobody here. It's really nice. That's so rare in China. The hike took us 2 hours and 7 minutes, and this ride is probably gonna take us a minute or two. Quick room tour. There's a little bench here. A really nice and big bathroom. Tub, shower, toilet. A pretty big room. It's really traditional. This little seating area is really nice. Pretty big bed. That's a really nice room. We just finished dinner and we're waiting for the drone show.
They had tons of fountains that moved around. They had these exploding fountains that would shoot up like 100 feet into the sky. And then the entire building behind it, they turned off all the lights and they projection mapped it, and there's all this cool projector stuff. Very cool. Better than the drone show for sure.
This town is like a much better vibe at night than during the day. The Great Wall is all lit up in there. Good morning. We just had breakfast. We're actually gonna hike up. There's not that much more to do here. We're gonna hike up the hill, which has a church on top, so we'll check that out. There's so many streets we still haven't walked. We just took the shuttle to the parking lot and we're headed back home. It was a really awesome 1 day overnight stay.
Very relaxing and very cool hike.
It's very cool, yeah. Glad we saw the Great Wall. That was such a good meal. So good. We haven't checked in a long time, but we've just been sitting home, playing video games, chatting with my parents. We're gonna do some Peking duck round 2. It's not very good. Tomorrow's my dad's birthday and we're celebrating today. We have the tiniest cake ever because he doesn't really eat sugar or cream and all that stuff because it's bad for health, because yeah. We also don't really want to put the candle on the cake, so now we have a sacrificial banana to hold our candles.
Very good.
Just packing up all of our stuff. It's noon and our flight's at 4:20. So we're gonna have lunch with my parents and then they're gonna take us to the airport.
I just unpacked and repacked my entire backpack because I have so much stuff in it. And also the headlamp has gotten flagged at every single airport we've been to.
Yeah, they literally wanted to see every single computer charger, every little wire. It was intense, but anyway, we're headed to our gate.
Join us next time in Japan as we visit Fujisan and eat so much great food.